Top stars are saying it straight. Playing with LeBron isn't just basketball. It's a spotlight you can't escape.
I've been trying to get guys to come play with me since like 2007, and I've got rejected a lot.
LeBron James is called the greatest player in the game. So why do top players seem to avoid teaming up with him? NBA stars have quietly hinted at what really happens behind the scenes. One former teammate even summed it up in just 4 words. Something others were too hesitant to say. Here's the king. But something still feels off. For nearly 20 years, one question has been floating around the league. No one says it directly, not in interviews or on camera, but it's always there between the lines. Why don't the best players want to play with LeBron? Think about it. He has everything. 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, the all-time scoring record, and a body that barely seems to age. His level of dominance is unreal, and yet, year after year, top players keep choosing a different path. This isn't about one moment. It's a long story built over time. Missed opportunities, quiet decisions, and players going elsewhere. Now, the truth is slowly starting to come out. To understand it better, go back to December 2018. LeBron was talking with Rachel Nichols on ESPN during a Christmas Day Lakers vs. Warriors halftime show. The vibe was relaxed, but then he said something that stood out. At the time, it sounded honest, maybe even self-aware. But looking back, it feels like the first crack in a wall that had been standing for years. That he was talking about recruiting other stars to join his team, and he didn't hold back.
Oh, I've always recruited.
Right.
I've always recruited. I mean, I don't know, is this something new? I've been recruiting. I've been trying to get guys to come play with me since like 2007.
And that moment mattered more than people realized. Beneath his calm confidence, LeBron James was admitting this had been a problem for a long time. Not just in Cleveland, but everywhere. That he was basically saying, I've been trying to bring top players in, but it hasn't really worked the way people think.
I've got rejected a lot, but I've also have not got rejected.
That's right.
A lot of people didn't want to come to Cleveland. Let me just throw that out there.
He made it sound like it wasn't a big deal. Like it was just about location, cold weather, small market, not much nightlife, and sure, that plays a role. Cleveland isn't exactly a top destination compared to places like Miami or Los Angeles. Players in their prime care about lifestyle too. Even LeBron James admitted that recruiting in Miami felt like a completely different game.
But it wasn't hard getting guys in Miami, I'll tell you that. So now that I think being in LA, I don't think it would be that hard to get guys here.
But here's where it gets interesting. Los Angeles didn't fix the problem either. It had everything. Bright lights, history, perfect weather, global fame. Everything a player could want. And still, one by one, top stars chose a different path instead of teaming up with LeBron James. Not in an obvious way, of course. That's not how the NBA works. Nobody says no directly. They just sign somewhere else. Let the agents handle it quietly. Keep it smooth. And suddenly, they're on another team, far away from LeBron. To really understand why, you have to look at specific moments. And the first big one hits hard. It involved Kyrie Irving, a player once seen as LeBron's most important partner. In July 2017, Kyrie met with Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert and made it clear he wanted out. No rumors at first. No leaks. Just a direct request to leave a team that had won a championship not long before. That alone surprised people. But what happened next made it even bigger. Kyrie didn't even tell LeBron first. When he was asked about it, whether he gave LeBron a heads up, he didn't dodge the question or soften it. He kept it simple and cold.
Did you speak to LeBron James or talk to LeBron James before you and your representatives met with ownership to let them know that you wanted out?
No.
Why not?
Why would I have to?
I'm not saying, no. I'm not implying that you have to at all.
And when asked about his teammate, his co-star, the one most affected, Kyrie's response was simple. That's not his concern.
Do you care about that at all?
No.
It's his future, his life.
Now, to be fair, there's more to the story. Kyrie made it clear in that interview, and in others later, that it wasn't personal against LeBron James. That he said he just wanted to be happy, grow his game his own way, and make his own choices, without carrying all the pressure that comes with being LeBron's co-star. He spoke about maturity, independence, and not looking back. On the surface, That all sounds reasonable.
It comes a time where you mature as an individual. It's time to make that decision, and there is no looking back from that standpoint.
But here's what Kyrie didn't say out loud, and what everyone around the league was already whispering. Agents, executives, and insiders were pointing to something very different. Kevin Durant actually put it the clearest right after the trade. When you're around LeBron James, it's never just basketball. That there's constant attention, non-stop headlines, outside chatter, noise everywhere. Kyrie had reached his limit. As Durant explained, Kyrie was thinking, we just lost the championship, and now this whole season is going to be about whether LeBron is leaving or not. That's the real issue. Not the games, not the wins or losses, but the uncertainty that follows LeBron like a shadow. Even Cleveland's front office felt it. Reports later confirmed they were more focused on protecting themselves in case LeBron left than actually building a championship team. Think about that. According to Brian Windhorst, LeBron planned to stay longer, but Kyrie leaving completely changed everything. That move didn't just shake the team, it flipped the entire future. Kyrie wanted out, and in doing so, he unintentionally pushed LeBron out too. That was the first domino. Once it fell, everything else started collapsing behind it. What Kyrie's exit really exposed was something people around LeBron didn't want to admit. Playing with him comes at a cost. It means adjusting your game, giving up touches, and reshaping your identity to fit his system. We've seen it happen. Kevin Love, Chris Bosh, both went from franchise stars to more limited roles, stretching the floor while LeBron controlled the offense, pace, and spotlight. That's not just a small adjustment. It's a complete transformation. One scout said it bluntly at the time. Some stars looked at the situation and thought, why would I want to build his legacy instead of my own? That question hit hard, and it didn't go away. It kept coming up again and again. Paul George faced it, Kawhi Leonard faced it, and another player, whose full story wouldn't emerge until later, faced it too. The pattern was impossible to ignore. By the time LeBron left Cleveland again in 2018 to join the Los Angeles Lakers, everything was already clear. Years of missed recruiting targets, Kyrie leaving without even a call, and now a fresh start in a new city, but the same pressure waiting. Here's the twist. Nothing really changed. The stars still weren't lining up to join him. Some said no quietly, and one said it even louder. When LeBron James landed in Los Angeles, it felt like destiny. Legendary franchise, global spotlight, perfect weather. This was supposed to be the place where everything clicked. If a super team couldn't be built here, then where could it be built? For a moment, it looked promising. LeBron even said in that same Christmas interview with Rachel Nichols that he was planning ahead, ready to make calls, knock on doors, and recruit like always.
I'll be at their doors. I'll be on their phones, seeing how we can continue to help this franchise become an elite franchise to get back to the mountaintop.
One name stood out above all, Kevin Durant. Durant had a player option coming up and could hit free agency. This was the move everyone was watching. But before anything could develop, Durant said one word that changed everything. Toxic. That word hit hard, and LeBron James didn't pretend it didn't.
I was a little pissed off when I first heard it, to be honest. I didn't know where it stemmed from.
You could tell it stuck with him. Eventually, LeBron James and Kevin Durant talked directly. Durant clarified, apologized for how it sounded, and they moved forward professionally. But let's be real. Once a word like toxic is out there, it doesn't just disappear. It lingers, spreads, and shapes how people see things. Durant's bigger point wasn't complicated. It was loud and clear. It explained why top-tier players hesitate to team up with LeBron. And it came down to one thing: the spotlight. When LeBron is in the building, he takes over everything. An Eastern Conference executive said it straight up. The national attention, the non-stop drama, the off-court noise, it stops being about basketball. At some point, it's all about one person, LeBron. Only LeBron. Always LeBron. Durant made his choice. He stayed in Golden State. Then came the summer of 2019, and things really started heating up. Kawhi Leonard, player, had just won a championship with the Toronto Raptors and earned Finals MVP. Calm, unstoppable on both ends, he instantly became the most wanted player in the league. Every team watched his next move, especially the Los Angeles Lakers. This should have been perfect. Kawhi was from Southern California, The Lakers had LeBron. They had just traded for Anthony Davis. Everything seemed lined up for a super team. All they needed was Kawhi to say yes. That LeBron didn't hide how much he wanted it. When asked if he thought Kawhi would join, his answer showed just how much he wanted it to happen.